What's up, YouTubers? This is Chetan here, and welcome to my channel Nature Design. And yes, this is a beer mug, but I'm not going to offer a beer to you guys, and neither I'm going to drink a beer in this. Actually, I was just going through a market a few days ago, and I found this mug, and I thought this might be a perfect to make a terrarium in it, so I just bought it. Actually, I had some ideas running into my head from so many days, and I thought this mug will be the perfect one to execute those ideas over there. And that's the reason I made a skeleton skull, this one, for this particular project. And I'm going to surely tell you how I made it. So I just made two paper balls and stick them together with the help of a paper sellotape, and then I just placed some water sealant on it, and I just gave it a shape of a skull. And later on, when it got a proper shape of a skull, I just carved it with the help of rotary tool just to give it a finishing touch. And now you can see that with the help of the blade, I'm removing the paper balls which are stuck inside the skull, which is made up of water sealant. Before giving it the final touch, it looked like this. And after giving the finishing touch with the help of the rotary tool, it looked like this. And later on, I colored it with fabric colors. So let's start with the building of terrarium. This is the false bottom, that is Leca clay balls. These are the smaller size of the Leca clay balls. And this is mosquito mesh, and this is the barrier between the substrate and the false bottom. That means it will avoid the substrate to fall into the false bottom. And once the mosquito mesh has settled on its place, we will place some charcoals on it so that it can purify the water in the terrarium. And after that comes the substrate, that consists of dry sphagnum moss, cocoa peat, and some sand or soil. Now I am placing the skull on its place. You might have seen that the skull was having a hole, or it was having a gap at the back of its head. So the reason for that was I wanted the substrate to be inside the skull. The total idea for this was to plant some plant inside the skull, which will be growing from its eyes and its nose. Actually, the gap in the eyes and the nose. I even tried to add some stones inside the terrarium for the hardscape purpose, but I thought that it was of no use, it was not looking good, so I just removed all of them. Now it's time to plant the plants inside this. This is a very rare plant. This is a very small, or the smallest type of fern, which was given to me by my friend, and I'll be using it in this terrarium. And this is a grass plant. I have already used this plant in plenty of my terrariums, and I really like the way it grows from its cutting. So whenever I get a cutting from this plant, it just start growing again back into the terrarium. And yes, it's taking some shape now. This plant which I'm going to show you is Monte Carlo. This is an aquarium species of plant which does really good in closed terrarium. This is a seed box plant, and I think it will look good in this one, especially with its green leaves and red stem. This is another cutting of the seed box plant. Now I am adding some more grass plants because I thought the terrarium was looking a bit empty at the back end. And this is again an aquarium species of a plant. This is called Hydrocotyle tripata. Even this is a great plant for using in a closed terrarium like this, and I really like the coin like or the penny like structure of the leaves. Well, it took me long to just place the plant in the right position, but unless and until the plant is on the right position and it doesn't satisfy the way it looks to me, I just keep on changing it. So this is my habit, but I always come out with a great looks of the terrarium and the right placement of the plants. And none of my terrariums are complete without moss, and that's the reason I'm placing some crushed sand of bricks, and I'll be placing Christmas moss in that place. Just sprayed some water to keep the plants hydrated. And here comes the Christmas moss. I also placed some moss in the skeleton's eye and the nose area. Actually, this will look really cool, and it will show that how the nature takes over each and everything which is around it. And so we should just respect the nature and just try to save it and save all the plants. And now it's time to put some springtails, our cleanup crew, which will help in keeping the terrarium clean. And actually these guys eat algae and as well as fungus which are growing inside the terrarium, and that's the reason they are called cleanup crew, and they help the terrarium to be cleaned from these two things. So that's it guys, this is how it looks after it's been done. Please let me know in the comment box what you think about it, and if you do like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you should be knowing that there are plenty of unique ideas coming up in the future, and I'm sure you're going to love it. So don't forget to hit the subscription button to see all the future videos and as well as the past videos which you have missed to watch it. Actually, the skeleton head also reminds me of a movie named Coco. You must watch that movie, it is really a good movie. Especially the kids will love it. And that's it for the day, guys. See you next week. Bye bye and peace.